Hey Jeff, Oceana here with G3 Agency. This is your free website audit. Basically, I'm going to be showing you what you can do to get your website in front of the people who are searching on Google for your services. And I'm doing this under the assumption that you are doing carpet cleaning because of the amount of demand that I found for carpet cleaning in your area. And so I'm hoping that you do. It looks like you probably do from this, but I didn't see it in here, and it didn't say anything in the rug section about carpets. So I really hope that this is I have the right idea here. So okay, so let's jump right in. First of all, way to go having a click to call phone number at the top. This is so important for your people. Like half of the people who are going to come to your website are going to be on their mobile phones. So this is fantastic. You're already off to a great start. The second thing is the amount of content on your site. So when I say content, I mean how many words are on the site and what are the images saved as. So um, the amount of words on your site is very low. I would definitely increase that, and how much you increase it is going to depend on which sites you're trying to do better than and what they have going on their site. So I'll show you what I mean about that in a moment. The other thing is you're going to want to make sure that you're saving your images properly. So if I click Save Image As on this, I right click and Save Image As, I can see was saved as 9955502. That's not very helpful. What you want to do is actually save these images again and re-upload them, and save them this time though as these specific phrases that people are typing into Google when they're looking for your services and they're in your service area. So, for instance, let me go over here. For instance, carpet cleaners, Peoria, AZ. 200 people every month on average are typing that into Google. And if you save your images as that phrase and you have that phrase in your content, on your site, that's going to be signals to Google that you should be the person to show up. Especially if you then also have lots of content, and that's going to really help Google see you as the expert and show you when someone's typing in carpet cleaners Peoria AZ um, or carpet cleaning Chandler, etc. And this is how many people a month are looking for that service, typing it just that way into Google. And then KD stands for keyword difficulty. Basically, it's how competitive is it to show up on Google on that first page. And a 3, anything below a 5 is what we call low-hanging fruit. Basically, it's quick pickings. So these are really good scores here. So that's why I decided to reach out to people in the Arizona area who do carpet cleaning. So when I put your website into this tool, like I was using the Keywords Explorer part for what I was just showing you, the keywords. But this is the Site Explorer function of this of this tool. And basically it tells me how trustworthy your home page is, how trustworthy your whole website is according to Google, and then how many backlinks and referring domains and you have. And those are the real important things for me in this particular case. Your UR score is how trustworthy your exact page is. So in this case, it's your home page. DR score is the same thing for your entire website. And how you raise these scores, which your UR score is actually very healthy, but you're definitely going to want to increase this DR score. It's probably holding you back. I'd say if you increase the DR score and make sure that you have lots of content on your site, and then bonus, if you save those images properly, you're going to be showing up on the first page of Google. It's very unlikely that you wouldn't after all that. Okay, so referring domains. Let's talk about that. So a referring domain is any website that has at least one link from their site that goes to your site. I can actually click on this and see, yeah, so you've got, for instance, this one, easylocal.com, has at least one, actually has 34 links to your site, and it's got a really good score here in DR. So as a reminder, DR is how trustworthy the entire website is. So in this case, they're 77 out of 100 trusted by Google. That's really good. So that's a good one to go for, to have a link from. There's this one here, lowserve.com. It's got a very low score here in DR. This is not as good of a link. So you want to make sure as you go and increase the amount of links that are pointing to your site, that you're making sure that you're finding sites to point to you that have higher DR scores. And it's even better if it's related to your industry in some way, so that Google sees that it's a relevant link, that it's not just scammy random links. Okay, so how do we show up for these different weird words? So we include them in your content. We save your images like that. That's going to get you ahead there. But then beyond that, what you want to do is actually put it into Google with the one that you want to show up for, and check out what you're up against. So first of all, there's the ads. Who cares? Let's move past those. Next comes the map pack. So you definitely want to show up here. And this is actually not going to be, it's not so much related to your website as your Google My Business or GMB. So you want to make sure to go to business.google.com. Make sure that your Google My Business is set up and that your name, address, and phone number are accurate, because then you're going to take that info and you're going to put it on different citations like Yelp, Yext, City Star, White Pages, etc. And that's going to help you prove to Google that you really do serve this area and you're really credible, and that will help you boost your way up the map pack or up the maps results. And if you're in the top 3, you end up on this first page of Google, which is really helpful in getting people to your website and also to getting them to call you. And on the mobile phone, it's actually, this phone number is just a click to call number too. So okay, so then the next place you want to show up is also, you want to show up here in the organic results. So these are the websites that seem the most relevant to Google when typing in carpet cleaners Peoria AZ. So this is who you're up against. This is Yelp, and it's harder to compare you to them. So I'm going to compare you to OxyFresh, the first local result. So what are they doing right that we could also do so that you show up on that first page? And then what are they doing not so good that we could do better than them, right? So first of all, content. They do have quite a bit of content, but still it's not an extreme amount. As I scroll down, you can see the amount of words they have on their page. It's not that impressive. You could definitely do better than them on that. And then if I right click on an image, click Save Image As, I can see that this image was saved as these words here, which is good. They did a pretty good job of this actually, but they could have done better, and you can do better by actually saving those images specifically as these phrases, not just, you know, carpet cleaners, but the specific phrase. That'll be an extra strong signal to Google that you really do deserve to be in that first place. And then if I put your competition in here and we can compare you, go back and forth. Here, let's see, go back to here. So you got 20 and 1.7 for your UR and DR, and they have 16 and 52. So they're beating you out here, but they're not beating you, wait, yeah, they're not beating you out here. So you definitely want to increase that DR score, like I said. It's really pulling you down. If it was just up to the UR score, that one page, if their homepage and your, if your homepage and their, you know, their back page that shows up there were to be compared one by one, just that, you would win. But their whole site is more trusted than yours. And you don't have to get it up to 52 to be able to win them out. You just have to be ahead and like have this high enough that Google trusts you enough to use your UR score. I hope that was, I hope that made sense. Basically, you don't have to beat out their whole website with a 52. I mean, if you had a 20, here, that would probably be enough to get you to the first page of Google. So, so that's what you're up against for that one keyword. Basically, you'd want to do that, make those observations for each of these different keywords that you want to show up for, so that you know how difficult it's going to be to actually get to the first page of Google and what you're going to have to do with your website to do that. So I hope you found this information helpful. I also hope that you'll reach out to me and you know, talk to me about how you enjoyed the video, if it was helpful, if I spoke too fast, all that kind of stuff. So anyways, thank you so much for your time and have a wonderful day.